G'day punters, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I brought you a replay. I've just been waiting for something worthwhile to come along, and I was tooling about on the EU server the other day when I stumbled upon this game. Now, if I look at the team matchup, you'll see there's a chap in a Derflinger on the left-hand side on the blue team called he's the Chatpan clan, and he's called Pork Hunt. Pork Hunt, I should point out that is, okay? The filthy-minded individuals that you are. That's me, playing on my alt on the EU server. But the game we're demonstrating here is the game by China Demo Dog in the Tiger, the Tier 5 Royal Navy Battlecruiser. Now, these battlecruisers have been out for a patch or two now, and I guess, like, they're not setting the world on fire. It's not like when the German battlecruisers hit the server and they were just balls of fun to play. But this was a masterclass in how to play this game, and it has a rather spectacular finish, so I thought it was worth bringing to you. I know I brought you a lot of low-tier stuff lately, but it's just where the fun happens, it really is. You get punished for mistakes, and you get away with all kinds of crazy shit in the low tiers, and I just think it makes it for amusing watching. So our protagonist here in the Tiger, what was his name? Devil Dog? Demo Dog, there you go. Is just having a fairly sedate sort of run out initially. He's not getting over advanced, using islands to block his point of view. He is using AP here, but you will notice during this game he uses AP and HE in equal amounts. He gets a very good penetration. There are 4 pens in that Königsberg. There's no bow that can on a cruiser that can tank those shells. Of course, this being the Tiger 5, it's got those wonky torpedoes. It's got speed boosts, repair party. He's got 5 repair parties, so I'm just going to assume he's running superintendent as captain. I can't admit to knowing the ship well enough to know if it comes to that by default. I dare say it wouldn't though. And it looks like the Königsberg is going to go down, and so our team gets first blood. But that is about where the good news stops for our team for quite some time. You can see way down south there's quite a conga line happening to the south part of the map. T22 and a Casto. Casto's overextending dramatically. He's going to be dead shortly. Leaving just the T22 to contend with a Mitsuki and a rather rampaging Kamikaze R, which is just going to go through the middle of the map and do whatever he likes. So our hero is taking up a defensive posture. He's got speed boost, so he can get away out undetected if he needs to. But for the time being, as long as he's getting spotting and broadside Königs like that, he's going to be taking those shots. Now obviously it's tier 5, so RNG is very, very haphazard. And as such, he gets 2 crushed shells and 1 bounce on a broadside battleship. That's rather devastating, frankly. But that's just tier 5 life. The next volley you'll fire, it'll be at a bow 1 battleship, and you get 3 pens and do 8k.
Engine boost activated.
Alright, so funnily enough, the König that he just took a shot at is firing HE in return. Another AP volley on a bow-in König. What's the result this time? Yeah, more crushed shells. So you can see he's switched to HE. He's had enough of this nonsense. Happy Grandad there, can't stay happy for long. He's pushing into the cap, so he needs to be focused down and pulverised. He's got 3 cruisers in support and a König down south. You'd think that König is in pretty bad shape right now. Now the reload obviously isn't the best. But you can see there, oh there you go, there's one of our Königs has just gone down to the Kamikaze R. I have been meaning to check that guy's stats and see if he's a professional Kamikaze player. He did play it reasonably well. Just quietly, he does take out yours truly as well, but not before I got him as well. And the König is going to burn out, and yep, there's our first kill to our hero, Demo Dog in the Tiger. So now he can switch his attention to the isolated König, who's just beyond effective range. Although it's still worth taking that shot. Oh, there you go, he gets the lock. Should be alright to get some good hits on here. And he can use a heal if he likes, it's pretty much maxed out. König's done a pretty decent job of evading most of those shells, just taking the 1 pen. So it's 2 ships apiece down. We're contesting the south cap. We're contesting the north cap. We're just sort of giving them the middle. And you see the kamikaze R was last spotted in there, and there is a bunch of cruisers storming their way north to really give it some grief. Down goes the T-22, so that's both of the southern DDs dead now. So that it's probably fair to assume that southern flank is dead, and you can see my Derflinger is making a hasty retreat, knowing that there's such a massive torpedo threat from the Mitsuki and a kamikaze potentially to the north as well. Alright, he activates the heals. That'll bring him up to full HP again, or near enough. Iron Duke, massive HE threat. Recognising that, he switches his fire towards it. The Koenig at that range isn't a huge threat. We all know Koenig hasn't got the most accurate guns in the game. But the Iron Duke's HE spam is not to be messed with. And this guy has made no shame about the fact that he's an HE spammer. He was giving me a hard time early game. And he gets the return fire, which he hasn't insta-damage gone. Okay, Montezuccoli, there's a target. So switching to 8P. The right shell to use on a light cruiser like that. Emil Bertin there with him as well. So the AP could certainly wreck these guys. Just needs them to stay spotted for a fraction longer. Gets the shells, I reckon they'll get over the island okay. Koenig's found a bit of bravery, he's pushing back in again. Oh, down goes the Königsberg. He gets absolutely smacked by the Montezuccoli. No luck with the shells on the Monte. How did he avoid those? That's just that tier 5 RNG again. But he's keeping a good range. Luckily these guys are keeping themselves spotted. And hopefully we get a better result this volley. The guy's down to 6.6 now. That Koenig's still pushing in, as is the Iron Duke. These guys are full of confidence. 3 overpens, that's unlucky. Deserve better. And the bounce. Here comes the HE spam from the Iron Duke. No fires just yet. Oh no, this is a tasty target. So as low as the Monty is, the Emil Bertin's pushing out. That's a target you just can't say no to. He is sort of fighting away a little bit, so he's got to just raise his sights a little, which he's done. And does he get the result? It's just a little bit to the back, but he still gets the result with 3 pens and 2 overpens. So there's his second kill. He's up to 57,000 damage, which is quite acceptable at tier 5. It's not outstanding, but it's probably better than average. Alright, so he's got another heal ready to go. He doesn't need to use it just yet though. And that Koenig pushing in. Now there's something else in the cap as well, I think, other than the Koenig. He hasn't been there long enough to have that much cap point, is he? Oh no, maybe he is. Yeah, no, he's the only one there, so the kamikaze's down south. Okay, now you can see that Emerald engaging the kamikaze in the middle. He's got his hydroed at about 3.5 Ks, and somehow the Emerald dies here. To the kamikaze. Wasn't sure if it was to the kamikaze, but he got himself killed before doing much damage, if any, to the kamikaze. So I'm going to round the corner in my Derflinger and try and pressure this guy. Montezuccoli as well is coming into my sights. Certainly not in the sights of the hero and the Tiger. But down goes the Monty to the Königsberg. And so the mid threat is cancelled other than the kamikaze, and we've got 2 battleships here, and a Koenig and an Iron Duke basically versus the Tiger. I mean the friendly Montezuccoli is kiting away further, but he's not a massive threat to those battleships with his sap. And one good volley is going to see the end of him. Yeah, not having much luck with that. So back to the HE on the Koenig.
Engine boost activated.
Gets a fire and a reset. 4 pens, not too bad volley at all. Alright, now it's time to use a heal. Oh, kamikaze spotted. There's really nothing left there to shoot at that but me and the Derflinger. And there's not a lot I can do about it. So I'm just gonna... Now that kamikaze has a smoke, so I am pushing him in my Derf. While our friend up here does his best to take care of these guys. Now the ship losses are slightly against our favour, but things are about to get a lot worse.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
You can see we've got a Montecuccoli, a Derflinger, a Furutacker, and of course our hero, and nothing else. As much as the Derflinger of my ship is in the cap, and I am getting contested by a Kamikaze arm, which I know will be spamming torps my way. And it is a low percentage play, but if I can take out that Kamikaze, we've got some sort of chance. So another fire. The damage is just racking up here. 2 fires on the Koenig, and burning out of control. Personally, I probably would have taken a shot on the Iron Duke here just to get another fire. But I guess he wants to get one of these battleships down, which makes sense. I don't begrudge him that. Oh, Kamikaze spotted. You can see my Derflinger, we're coming nose to nose. Sorry I can't focus on that now, but you can see I have avoided 2 sets of torps. So there's the third one. And those last 2 torps are going to be enough to kill me, but not before I get a final shot away with my back guns and kill the Kamikaze. So it's a trade. I think it's a good trade, but it's 5 ships to 3. Right, our hero burned one of his damage controls. Well, I say one of. He's not in the battleship. He's not in the German battleship. Plenty of. Keeps the HE spam up on the Iron Duke this time. You can see the Furutacker down south trying to take the sea cap. Where to have much hope, he really needs to take that sea cap. But he is facing off against a Mutsuki, a New York, and an Emerald. There's really not much home for him, and the Italian cruiser up here with the Tiger really isn't imposing himself on the game. I mean, you could argue that a Tiger is not really imposing himself on the game either, but he's not really had any opportunity to do better than what he's doing right now. So I don't blame him for being where he is. No luck with the RNG on that occasion. He's up to 92,000 damage. Remembering there are 5 ships left. If he kills all 5 of them, that'll give him 7 kills. But that would be pretty stupid. I mean, how could he possibly do that? How could he kill the last 5 ships all on his own? Shells out from the Montecuccoli from the Iron Duke. Double fire. That's a nice result. How do you like that, Iron Duke? How do you like that, Hans Brits? Alright, now he has used his damage control here. British Royal Navy battleships have a notoriously fast operating damage control, so the next volley will set him on fire if RNG suits him. Not like those American battleships which will outlast your reload. Oh, down goes the Montecuccoli, so he's dead, so no more support up here.
The enemy is about to win.
And he does get the permafire on the Iron Duke. He gets one of his funky torpedoes out. Now that being a permafire probably isn't enough to kill him with 10,000 HP, especially down goes the Furutacker. So it's 5v1. People are calling GG. It's over. We got no caps. We're down to 50 tickets. Cannot win this game. Second fire on the Iron Duke. That's a perma as well. If he can kill this Iron Duke, that's a lot of the work done. He's still got a lot of heals left. Quite a bit of HP left. A third fire. Nah, he's done. He knows he's done. He's not even pointing his guns at him anymore. Just a look away kill. Gets the Arsonist and the high collar reward. He's up to 114,000 damage and 3 kills on the board. Still a 4v1. Easy solo warrior, you might say. So the Koenig, Fabio, he's back in the game.
Problem solved, sir.
Gets a fortuitous fire. But that was just the back guns. Has he damage controlled it? Yes, he has. He's DC'd that first fire. Still no caps. We haven't held a cap all game. How are we still in this game? Back guns again. Need a fire here. Got to get that Koenig down. There he goes, right on the mast there. Sets him ablaze. That's a perma fire. If that Koenig had just held his damage control, this result may have been very different. Doesn't want to show him his back guns for some reason. He's firing HE. Bring your back guns into play, mate. You need all the help you can get. I'm talking about the Koenig, not our hero. He's clearly using back guns. Now look at this. This cracks me up. Why do these guys drop depth charges on surface ships? I mean, look, it says a lot about the quality of the opponent you're up against, obviously. But please, give me some hope. Give me a break.
The enemy is about to win.
What do you think you're going to do with those? He's not a submarine. Do you even read? So this is
Battle
going to be the end of
ends
the
in 5
Koenig,
minutes.
and then he's going to be switching his attention towards the New York, which is starting to the middle cap. There it is. Kill number 4. He's 1 kill from a Kraken. Got a New York pushing in on him. How was he still in this game? The New York's firing HE. Of course he's firing HE.
The ship is on fire.
I mean, you gotta, as much as I give the player credit in the Tiger 5, you gotta take something from the fact that a New York's firing HE and a Koenig is spamming you with depth charges. This is the caliber of player you face, tier 5.
Problem solved, sir.
The enemy is about to win.
But Skilly Mitskill switches to AP. Okay, I'm gonna forgive Skilly Mitskill here. He obviously had the HE in because he was facing smaller targets, lighter targets. But he switched to the right one. Doesn't get the result he wanted. Does incapacitate a turret, which may just save him. But he has got a fire burning. And I think that's a perma. Alright, we've got the Emeralds. Now the Emerald's bristling with torpedoes, so he's got to be real careful here. He's lost sight of the New York. All the New York fires though. No vision. He really needed that to come out. Gets his Confederate award. He's up to 15 fires and 140,000 damage. That is impressive at this tier. The Emerald has no doubt spam torps. Oh, there's the Matsuki. Switch target to Matsuki straight away. Get the HE out and finish that guy off. Yep, nice. Matsuki down. There's the Kraken
Enemy
unleashed.
destroyer sunk.
So Emerald's missed his first set of torps, it's fair to say. He's coming around for a second set. Yep, there they go. There's going to be a lot of torps about to spam out of this thing. Surely he can't miss from that range. Surely he can't miss from that range. Oh, guess what? He missed from that range. One torp wouldn't have killed him, but 2 I think most certainly would have. So he hits the speed boost so he can get into reverse as quickly as possible. There is 1 ship remaining for the most unlikely of wins and a solo warrior. Still haven't got a cap. Is Skilly Mitskill going to poke out and get blapped? How many hit points is he on? Did he get a heal off? These are all questions that are going to need answering. Shower yourself in glory, son. There he is. He's on 930 hit points. And that's 7 kills and a win. So let's just pause for a minute to appreciate that. His last volley, he's got a fire, 2 penetrations, got the 7th kill, the Solo Warrior Award, which hasn't even populated on the screen there yet. It's pretty good going. As we go to the post-battle numbers, and he's done really well. 156,000 damage at tier 5, 7 kills. 5 of those kills coming when he was the last ship alive. So of course he's earned himself the Solo Warrior Award as well as Confederate High Caliber, Fireproof, Dreadnought. He's a whole swag of awards. Super impressive game. 18 fire sets and 12 defend ribbons. He's done extremely well for himself. And if we go to the team score, he's been a clear standout with almost 2200 base XP. Doesn't seem like a lot, I know, especially if you're playing a lot of tier 10. 2200 base XP is a good game. At tier 5, that's a massive game. That is a huge win. And he's done extremely well to get us over the line. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. It was pretty fun to watch. I didn't think it was a win for any money. I thought we were done for all money. So I'm pretty impressed with old Demo Dog here. He's done very well. If you'd like to see more of the same, if you've got a replay you'd like to send it to me, to something like that you want to feature, please, bex.wows@gmail.com. Send it in. I'll try and get it up as quickly as I can. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.